Today we take you to Somorika. I don't know if you have heard of Somorika before. Somorika is one of the most popular towns or villages in Akoko Edo of Okpameri extraction. Recently, something very disturbing and embarrassing was in the news. The commissioner's house in Ojah was razed down absolutely, and the palace of the Okogbe of Ojah was also razed down. His jeep SUV was burnt down completely as a result of some unhealthy argument arising from the practice of sky burial. Sky burial in this connection means the established practice of catching people which, and when they die, they are just thrown into a designated field. They are not given any burial rights. No grave for them at all. And so there had been some argument about the healthiness of the practice, which culminated in breakdown of law and order. As a result of that, the Okpameri nation, traditional rulers, leaders and elite are meeting at Somorika today. So we take a trip to Somorika with my very good friend and brother, yes, Irimakpelemi Alfred Ayeni alias Da Mayor. So we took this trip. We saw very interesting things. It is just the tip of the iceberg because we have decided that we are going to come again to Somorika and do a proper video. But look at the kind of things we saw. Here we go.
Regions.
Yes, of the same time.
They call it, okay.
When they wanted to gain entrance to Somorika, the white men couldn't. They tried everything possible. They couldn't. All the delegations they sent were killed.
Wow.
They had to really mobilize for war. It was a war. It was the last war they fought in this area. After conquering Inoga. Of course, the king of Inoga was deposed.
Okay, was deposed from office and exiled.
This was Misa village.
Okay.
Yes. This was also between 1890 or 1880 to 1920.
Okay.
Yes, that man wrote for about that. He was the first person. They resisted the white men, and for that he was dethroned. But later he was put back to the throne. Yes.
Okay.
But the Somorika war, which I'm going to talk about later, of course, you know, early 80s.
Yeah.
You have heard of Somorika ring.
Somorika ring. Okay.
Somorika ring.
Oruka.
Somorika ring was very popular in the 70s and 80s. Somorika ring was very popular.
What was it meant for?
It's like a talisman charm.
Okay.
There was a deity. People used to come from Kaduna, Kano, Lagos, everywhere we used it to carry Lokwagbe for head. To carry Lokwagbe for head. In our local language, in English, it means you want to carry the deity on your head. So carry
to protect you.
Carry the deity on your head is like getting initiated and soliciting the protection of the deity now. That's what it means. So people came here and the totem you were given after you have done that is that ring, that white ring of two stripes.
Okay.
You know, you just put it in your middle finger like that. So that is the symbol of Lokwagbe, and of course they will give you water in a container and a cowrie that you wear as a band on your waist. So once you have that, swallowing wave Somorika.
I think my grandmother used to have something like that.
Very popular. It used to be very popular. People trooped here. It's part of the bad road.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And I'm sure back then people will have to trek all the way from Igara.
You trekked all the when you came to Igara, you trekked all the way from Igara
to this place, or those who had machine
or bicycles.
Bicycle and
push,
vehicle.
we push some way
Where we push
and ride some way.
Just like that. There were times all these roads would be filled up with people.
Wow.
Visitors. You see, unfortunately, Mayor, we didn't develop that. I call it spiritual tourism. That was how we had Black Stone of Mecca.
Yeah, the Black Stone of Mecca.
They developed it, they held on to it all over the world. Now Muslims are going there. By now, Somorika ought to have been a spiritual tourist center for Africa.
True, I concur.